When you are brought up in church, there's something that you miss, the life outside there. Most young people, they change when they come to campus. Actually, all evil is brewed in campus. I'm one person that God loves. I would say so, because I'm not dead. Most of my peers, most of the guys I was raving, most of them, we've buried them. Umekufa na AIDS. Mimi sijakufa. That means God kept me up to now for a reason. I'm the first person to do a church, a Christian party by the poolside. We used to bring Akina Pitodera, Akina Wahoo, when Wahoo was doing gospel. We actually brought Akina Big Ted. Tulikuwa tunafukuzwa kwa kanisa na huko Makongeni. ICYC is a platform for connections. We have most of the connections. We can connect them here and there and fix them with the right people who are going to push them into their destiny. ICYC is the one that gave people a platform to bring out their talents and to network. And actually, most people who are abroad from Thika came from ICYC. Now I'm back to Thika, and I'm back with the ICYC, where I left it from.
A very warm welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. You're most definitely tuned to 3T TV, which is Thika's #1 online news channel, where we are telling the Thika story as it is. My name is Dilil Moloni, and today we are coming to you from Edgewood Country Place, which is a hotel and restaurant located in Maboromoko, which is off Gatanga Road. Edgewood is a wonderful location where everybody is catered for. From the corporates, where they have a field, you can have your team building. For individuals as well, if you have a party, you can host guests here for a reception. And for the families, on Sunday, you can bring out the kids for a family fun day. So be sure to check out Edgewood Country Place. So today, I'm going to talk to a gentleman who is passionate about the youth, and he is going to tell us why exactly he wants to be involved in the youth. He says that he wants to change the youth, especially youth and vocation, and I have the right gentleman to have that discussion with. He's been working with the youth since time immemorial, and up to date, he's still passionate about them. So we are going to hear a lot from him. I hope that by the end of this segment, if you have not subscribed to this wonderful channel, we will have given you a good reason enough to. So let us dive right into it. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Juliet.
Thank you so much for making time to come.
Thank you.
To 3T TV.
My first time at 3T TV.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are happy to have you.
Thank you very much.
I'd like you to start us off by a brief introduction of yourself and your upbringing, so to speak.
My name is Quincy Mwega, born Nakuru, but I've lived in Thika for a long time. And we actually started the International Christian Youth Club, ICYC. We launched it in Thika in 1996. Yeah, when we started having events to do with the youth. We are the first people. ICYC is the first group that did concerts in Thika, that did big events in Thika. Those are gospel-related events. Yeah, we did, thank God it's Friday. It was an overnight kesha, which used to have all the artists from within and without coming in and conglomerating together. That was ICYC. ICYC is the one that gave people a platform to bring out their talents and to network. And actually, most people who are abroad from Thika came from ICYC. Most of them are in the US, most of them are in the UK, most of them are in Germany, and they all, ICYC had a hand in their careers, rather what they are doing right now. Even in Nakuru, the same thing. We have bishops, we have people who have churches, big churches in the US. We have big producers, we have big musicians, all of them came from ICYC.
International
Christian Youth Club.
Tell me, International Christian Youth Club, basically, about spreading the gospel of Christ.
Yes.
Were you brought up in church?
I was brought up in church. Personally, I was brought up in church.
So all you have known all through was church?
I knew church all through. From Sunday school to the youth, I was in church. Yes.
How was that journey for you?
The journey was good. Yeah? You know, we were young and we were brought up with it. Says, bring up the child in the ways of the Lord, and when they grow up, they'll never depart from it. That's where I was brought up, in the church setup. Only after some time, that's when now we started to liaza kuchanuka and living the gospel, but basically born and bred in church. I come from a family that owned clubs and hotels in Nakuru. So I would say part of my school fees was as a result of alcohol. But you see, that did not change me. That did not make me not go to church. That did not make me not serve God. I still did serve God. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Despite the background.
Despite the background. So it's only after when we grew up, that's now when we started running away from God. But basically, we were brought up in church. Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you talk about running away from God, take us through that journey, if you may.
It's interesting because when you are brought up in church and you are brought up in the gospel channels, you don't know anything.
Sure.
Sisi ni watu wenye hata high school haukuwa na dem. Huko unajua hata unaogopa kutune dem because unaona ni dhambi. I've told you, we were brought up in the family where we were selling alcohol. We had clubs and bars and hotels. Yeah, the alcohol was there, but you would not even bother. It was not in your system, or you could not even think of even taking a beer, because you are born again. You are in church. You love God. Yeah. So it's only later, much later, when peer pressure comes. That was after high school. Much later after high school, when now we came to Nairobi. That's now when tulianza kuchanuka. You can have a beer. Oh, you can have a smoke, you know. Now you are actually away from the people you grew up with. Hapo ndio mtu anaanza kubadilika. Most young people, they change when they come to campus. Actually, all evil is brewed in campus, because at home, your neighbors know you. Everybody in your fraternity know you. You've been brought up in church, whichever church you come from. But now when you are sent to campus, that is now when you can do whatever you want to do, and nobody will see you. Because now, coming to Thika, for example, you're in a campus in Thika, all the way from Kitale. Nani atajua vile unafanya? You can do anything. Now you have you are at liberty to do anything you want to do. And that's now where the downfall comes. Yes.
And I can imagine for you, you experienced it as well.
I experienced it as well because I'm a human being. You know, living in Nakuru, but I actually stayed in Thika for a long time. ICYC was first launched in Thika. Kwa Bishop Thiong, that's when we started ICYC. And we did very well. It was the bomb. I mean, it was a platform. I'm actually ICYC and me, were the first people to do fashion shows in the church circles. Tulipigwa because people would not understand. But you see, now at this moment, it is normal. People have to dress and look good. Like in your time, I remember even when we were doing concerts in this city, when we used to bring Akina Pitodera, Akina Wahoo, when Wahoo was doing gospel. We actually brought Akina Big Ted. Tulikuwa tunafukuzwa kwa kanisa na huko Makongeni. They could not understand guys in dreadlocks saying that they are saved. It was drama. Ilikuwa drama. But you see, with time now, people are actually embracing and knowing that Christianity is not about your hair, it's not about your ears, it's not about your dressing. So basically, ICYC changed the narrative of a lifestyle of a Christian youth. It actually changed it completely. People started seeing it in a different way. We could do picnics. Yeah, we could do hikes. We could do parties. I remember I'm the first person to do a Christian party by the poolside, somewhere at Lions in Nakuru. People were like, wow, this is beautiful. You know, you change up the setup. And people enjoy it, and people enjoyed salvation. And most of them who are my age now are actually, whatever the excellence they have, even in their ministries, actually came from ICYC.
I love the choice of the word excellence.
The excellence.
Because they're doing things excellently.
I look at some guys who are having churches in the States, and even the way they run it is the way we started when we were young. You know, there's some excellence that you do something with, you actually enjoy. I'm one person who is a critique, Juliet, and spendi vitu zikifanywa madhogodhani.
Sure.
If you want to do something, have class. Fanya kitu mzuri, you know. Even church should be exciting. Ile kitu boring na drums na nini, whereby your daughters, your kids, I mean your grandchildren would never want to be associated with your church. Do a church that mtu akiingia your church anaona there is excellence. I want to come back again. You know, I want to be affiliated or associated with this church. That is the excellence I'm talking about.
Sure. And
that is what as ICYC we've been aiming to bring. Musicians, were taught by our teachers in ICYC of excellence. Good music, good praise and worship, you know, good pieces of songs and dance and drama that you actually enjoy. And most of them are doing it all over the world now. Yes.
Now, there's an aspect I'd like us to touch on because we want to show the youth that you can actually fall and still come back. You know, we are in touch with what is happening. You were brought up in church. Then at some point, you left church. Why was that? And now you're back in church. Why was there that fallout?
When you are brought up in church, there's something that you miss. And what you miss is the life outside there. As I told you, even from first week one a day, missing as I could date. I could not even know how to tune a girl. Yeah? I'd not even tasted a beer, despite, you know, being brought up in a family where we were selling alcohol. So, coming from home and coming into the city, you find that there is clubbing, there is dating, there is fun out there. And then I entered into a career of showbiz. Yeah? I was in showbiz and cosmetology, beauty. Beauty is actually showbiz. Hairdressing and beauty is showbiz. Yeah? You have to be in Carnival at night for Miss Kenya. You're doing makeup, you're doing stuff for Miss Kenya. So you'll end up in Carnival whether you like it or not, because that is part of your work. That is now what changed me to love the world, because I'm in showbiz. You're in touch with musicians, you're in touch with people in the showbiz industry, and in the beauty industry, you'll end up taking a beer, you'll end up enjoying it, you'll end up smoking. Yeah? Na ne pole pole tu, unakuta tu mezama tu pole pole. Yeah? Sundays you'll never go to church, now you start forgetting. Alafu unaona kama church ni bori. Umelelewa huko, umeishi hiyo miaka yote huko. Now you want to take another channel, another avenue. That's what I did. And within no time, I didn't want to hear anything to do with God. Yes. I was enjoying my life.
You were done with God.
I was enjoying my drink. I was now going out and I became a revelist. I was raving, you know. Yes.
From the pulpit now to
From the pulpit now, uko kwa club. I even ended up now organizing events in clubs. Miss Big Mama, you know, those kind of funny events. And making money, you know, you're making money when you're doing such events. Yeah. Forget about God.
Where did the turnaround come?
I've been out there for a long time. Of course, I'm not young. And I'm one person that God loves. I would say so, because I'm not dead. Most of my peers, most of the guys I was raving, most of them, we've buried them. Umekufa na AIDS. Mi sijakufa. That means God kept me up to now for a reason. Yeah? The life that we've lived, ile life ya kurave, na life ya ukora, na life, no, I would be long dead. As I'm telling you, most of my friends are dead. We've buried them. Me, God kept me up to now. Why has he kept me up to now? I believe it's for a reason. I had not finished my work. I hadn't finished my work. So mahali niliwachia ndo nimerudi after all those years. And where did I come back? Thika. My Bishop Thiongo ndo nilimwambia the other day, wewe ndo umenirudisha Thika tena. Na ICYC karudi tena. Na iliishia Thika. Kwa hii highway nikienda Nairobi sasa kufanya vituko. Now I'm back to Thika. And I'm back with the ICYC. Where I left it from. The other people of my age are all over. Yeah? They're actually with families. They have actually, they've grown in their careers. Me, I came back again with my ICYC. Most of them are laughing and I'm starting to eat ICYC na tumezeka, you know.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so when I've started Facebook groups, nimewambia ingieni as alumni. Because now, God has brought me back to the youth. And has brought me back to the youth with a purpose. And this purpose is to give them direction. There is nothing I haven't done. There is nothing I haven't seen. When I was doing the ICYC and when I launched it as the founder, I did not know anything. Yeah? Right now, I know. I know this path can lead you this way. I know this path can lead you this way. So I'm best placed to tell the young people, yeah, follow this path and you're going to make it. And that's why ICYC is back, and it's back with a bang. And I think it's God's timing, whereby I'm now seeing young people, the age of my daughter. Ni watu wa 20s. Yeah? You're bringing them up now and mentoring them to becoming the best in whatever they are, the best in their career. If you're a worship guy, we want the best of you. I am able and best placed to guide them on that.
Sure thing, because you've been there, done that.
Been there, done that. ICYC is a platform for connections. We have most of the connections. We can connect them here and there and fix them with the right people who are going to push them into their destiny. Been there. You know what happens? When somebody is so talented, the devil always takes you. People used to tell me, Quincy, you will be the best guy in the world. Oh, you started ICYC when you were in high school. The thing shook Thika. ICYC shook Thika. You were part of ICYC yourself.
Yes.
Even your bro was part of ICYC. We shook this town. We shook Nakuru, ICYC. So people knew you now. It should. Saizi ICYC natakana ikuwe the best. The biggest organization kama hizi akina Salvation Army and Youth for Christ. But I died with it. Nilienda nayo. Yeah? There were also no structures that were best placed to make the thing grow. Now that I am back, even I'm not saying it's not too late. I can still do it, but I'm doing it for this other generation. It's not for me. But it's giving me contentment and fulfillment, seeing talent now coming up. It's my time to mentor other people. It's my time to give them my story. I've been through this route. This route does not work. Yeah? Use this other route. It's going to work for you. And you're going to get, it's going to be fruitful. What I was saying is this. When the devil notices your potential, he will make sure he'll distract you. Na akutoe kwa hiyo destiny. That's what the devil did to me. Waliona, hey, these are forced to reckon with. Mimi nilikuwa nimeshake mpaka ma bishops with ICYC. You know that. Lakini sasa shetani alijua huyu ukitaka ni umtoe hapo, muingize kwa club. I've drunk, I've taken alcohol, I've raved. Kama niza pesa huwa zinakusanywa hivi, those are big millions. Millions and millions, you know, of raving and wasting the money. Thinking that that life you're living is good, yet it is not good. So, for the young people, ICYC is the best platform for them.
Sure thing,
Yes.
sure thing, and I can attest to that. Now, do you have any regrets?
Yes, of course. There is no way you would say you don't have regrets. Yeah? Being at this age, you are not married. You always think you are young. You know, I went into that other line of showbiz whereby families, you don't think about family. Yeah? Now this is now when you start thinking about family at 45. Though Chris Kirubi, not Chris Kirubi, this guy who died the other day, Charles Njonjo, married at 55. So unaji-encourage. Another thing is investments. Not earning and not investing. It's very bad. Unajua unaendelea kuzeeka alafu unakuta you have nothing. It is also very bad because you are not taught how to invest. Asi ati si pesa utengenezaje. But you see all your money as you are enjoying your youth, you are not saving for the future. Those are the regrets that come in life when you realize that now, this is now when you are now struggling with things that you should have done at 20s. At 20s when we were making good money in our industry, we were busy having fun and going out every day from Monday to Monday. Yeah? Raving with all the so-called celebrities of Kenya. Yeah? But now, at this age now, the money that we used to make those days, you can hardly make it now. So you need now to change your strategy. You will regret, of course. But also I don't regret in the other way because God has kept me up to now. Yeah? He has kept me in good health. He has, I've not lacked. Sijalala nje, sijakosa cha kukula, sijakosa cha kuvaa. That is God. So he has kept me for a purpose. And the purpose is, even as I'm now doing a book, which will be out towards the end of the year, it is the same book that is, it's a book that will now actually mentor other young people, not to be like me. Yeah? Because probably ukijaribu ati ukule life kama mimi atukifika hii time ndo narudi kwa Mungu, pengine utakuwa umekufa. Utakuwa umekufa na ukimwi. You know get? So, as much as I have regrets, I thank God that he has kept me up to now. For a reason. And the reason is this time. And that reason is now to mentor the young people, to bring up the young people. And that is now my passion. Even in my own vocation, I'm a cosmetologist, and I love it. I've done that for more than 20 years in the beauty world. You know, bringing up beauty concepts, bringing up beauty, beauty treatments and stuff like that. I am training young people, and I love training young people on people who want to be in that line. And in the area of media also, it's a passion that I've had. Yeah? So it's the same thing that I also want to mentor young people in the media to come up. We want to bring in the best bloggers. We want to have in the best magazine. We want to have in the best channels that young people can be able to express themselves. Remember when we started ICYC, we didn't have media by that time. I remember we used to print one poster, kama hii moja, black and white, and then you photocopy, and then you use crayons to make it colored. Kukuwa hata media, kukuwa simu. There was only landlines. How many people had telephones in their houses? How many? So mambo ya simu, hata ukienda kwa booth, unapigia nani? Watu wangapi walikuwa na simu kwa nyumba? Now with this technology, we want to bring up young people in that. That is ICYC in a nutshell.
Wow.
Yes.
International Christian Youth Club.
Yes.
Now, I believe you are available on social media. There's somebody who would like to know more about ICYC. I believe you're available on social media.
Social media, International Christian Youth Club, ICYC Facebook group. There's a group you can join, ICYC International Christian Youth Club page you can like. Same thing in Instagram is international.christian.youth.club. You can also check us out there. On Telegram, International Christian Youth Club. Where else?
TikTok.
TikTok is me. TikTok is me. Yes.
Awesome. That is good. That is where they can find you.
You can find us on all those channels. And our website coming up It should be coming up in a few weeks' time. It's www.icyc.com.
Nice.
Yeah, it's almost up. It's actually almost up, yeah.
That is good.
Yes.
You have such an amazing, rich story because you've been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Now, before we wind up, what would you tell the youth out there?
What I tell the youth out there, you have a lot of potential. You have a lot of potential. But the devil will make sure that you never reach your destiny. That is the work of the devil, nothing else. He'll disrupt you. He'll take you out of your destiny and take you far away, far, far, far away, like he did to me. He made sure if destiny is in Nyeri, he took me all the way to Kitale, so that I could not reach my destiny. So, connect yourself with God. Connect yourself with the right people. And also connect yourself with ICYC, which if you can, because ICYC is international, it's interdenominational. Will help you come closer and closer and get to your destiny. That is the work of the devil. And don't let the devil take your destiny away from you.
Amen.
Yes.
That's a whole sermon right
That's
there.
a whole sermon right there.
Thank you, Quincy. We need to have another discussion about cosmetology.
Cosmetology.
So that you tell us more about it.
Definitely.
And how you're going about it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Evans Quincy Mwega, who is the founder of International Christian Youth Club, and he has a passion for the youth. He wants to snatch them from the jaws of hopelessness. My name is Juliet Mudon. You're most definitely watching a 3T TV. Until next time, take care.